think there's been a lot of interviews on this program. This is the one that's going to help me the most. We're going to be talking about emotional intelligence. I could use some, folks. I could use some. I want to welcome to our program Dinah Lynn and Barbara Torino. Thanks for joining us from the Publishing Club.
Thank you for having us.
Well, let's jump in. You have a speaker coming up, and tell us a little bit about Dr. Ellie Izzo.
Yes. So I'm not Barb Torino today. I'm Dr. Ellie Izzo. We're very excited to have Dr. Ellie Izzo. She is a wonderful psychotherapist. She's a professional mediator. She's been, she speaks internationally. She's been in private practice for about 42 years. She's authored several books, and she's amazing. So she's going to be doing a program for us on enriching emotional intelligence.
So what exactly is emotional intelligence?
It's a lot of things, but the way Ellie explains it, the most simple explanation is internally, emotionally, an emotionally intelligent person will recognize when they're having a feeling, okay? And they'll navigate that feeling appropriately. So let's say I'm feeling angry, okay? I'm not gonna yell at you, I'm gonna navigate that feeling appropriately.
Okay.
And then externally, a person with high emotional intelligence really has empathy for the feelings of others, okay? And is able to communicate very successfully with others. Ellie says, if you don't have your feelings will have you.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, all right. And then people who are just, I hate to use this word, being emotional. They're just being emotional, right?
Yeah.
They're not maybe using their head, but emotions are an important part of that. Dinah, you're the chair of the committee to get these guys out the programs and make these things happen. Why did you think this was a great topic for the Publishing Club?
Well, you know, I would say in any aspect of life, any walk of life, with emotional intelligence, you're going to be more effective, for sure. And as authors and writers, sometimes we're reluctant to get out and speak or even talk about our books. And this will give us more confidence in ourselves, in interacting with other people. And also, no matter what field you're in, you need to have this ability to communicate with people. And so that would be very helpful for authors and writers as well.
Right, and I know I've done a lot of writing, and I've critiqued a lot of writing from my students and from other people in newsrooms. And let me tell you something, there is an emotional intelligence attached to that, because sometimes people feel, and I'm sure with a lot of publishers, these words are precious, don't touch them. We live in this collaborative environment,
Right.
and I've had students and I've had people like almost a fear of me looking at something.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, there's an emotion there that's taking over sometimes, and not letting them see that, hey, this can be an improvement, a pathway for you to get better as a writer.
Right. Yeah, and when you tap into your emotional intelligence, you can communicate with people on a whole different level. So that's going to help you as an author publishing your book, marketing your book.
Right.
Okay, right. And so there's a lot of value, and are there other values in improving the emotional intelligence in general for folks?
In general, yes.
Ellie talks about 3 basic human experiences: thinking, behaving, and feeling. Many of us are pretty good at getting in touch in what we're thinking and the way we're behaving, but so many of us are not really that good as what we're feeling. So she'll tell you that you're missing 1/3 of life experience if you don't get in touch with your feelings. And so by doing that, by recognizing people with high emotional intelligence who can feel and express and communicate their feeling, have a much higher level of success and happiness and in their career and in their personal life.
Right, because sometimes making a point, it also comes from the heart. When you're just like, I have experience in this, let me tell you a story about this, and this is why I believe X, Y, or Z.
Yes.
And so that can really be a benefit, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. The connection, I think, is paramount. As I said, no matter what walk of life or what field you're in. But as writers and authors, we really, when we're writing especially, to connect with the reader, we need to be able to feel what we expect or we would like the reader to feel. What is it that we're trying to get across?
So what are some of the habits that maybe an emotionally intelligent person puts into their life?
So you can test yourself.
So you can figure out, okay, this is what I should be doing or aiming towards.
So when you can spot an emotionally intelligent person, they listen more than they speak. It's the 2 ears, one mouth.
I'm out.
They practice the pause. So before they just blurt something out, they'll take a pause to make sure that what they're saying is really what they're feeling, what they want to say. They respond rather than react. That's a big one. They tend to speak in the first person. So I'm going to say, I feel this way when you do that. Not you do this all the time.
You made me feel this way,
so
right?
So they do I instead of you. And basically, they take responsibility for their actions.
Right.
So.
And that pause can be a big thing because I think sometimes people feel like they need to just jump right in and get their point, and that tells a lot of the people who are being yelled at or talked back to that you didn't hear a word I said. You were waiting for me to stop talking, so you could jump right in there.
Right, not even really listening, just thinking about what they're going to say next. I mean,
call it listening with the
all
motor
fall into
running.
that.
Listening with your motor running.
Right.
You're not really listening. You're just waiting to speak.
I'm barely an idle. I'm ready to hit the gas. I want to get the flyer back up there. It's coming up. She also has a book, right? Secondhand Shock. And that she's going to be talking about that one too. It's a publishing club, so you have to have a book, I suppose.
Yeah, she has many books, but this is the one that she speaks all over the country.
Okay, terrific. So we have the workshop coming up. That's going to be Wednesday, February 21st over at Clubhouse 3 from 2 to 4 p.m. People should make sure they're ready to learn. She's going to help you enhance your writing, build confidence, and promote yourself as a writer. So what can people expect to hear when they get there?
Well, this is going to be a workshop, so it's not going to be talking to.
Oh, terrific.
It's a workshop. And there is a big difference between a presentation, a speech, and a workshop. And so we're going to be sitting in a U shape, and she's going to be really moving around. And I haven't seen Ellie in action in terms of a workshop, but I'm really looking forward to it because she will be interacting with people. And I think we'll get to see examples, perhaps,
So come
what
ready
she's
to
talking.
learn.
Yeah, she's a great speaker.
Absolutely.
Her goals are to help people enhance their writing, build their confidence, and promote themselves and their book.
Okay.
So.
And I also noticed that you said she does mediation, which and thinking of that, like, wow, what a great place to apply. Emotional intelligence when two sides are adversarially sitting there, right?
Yes.
And that person can come in there and say, hey, I'm hearing both of you guys, and here's where I think we're at, kind of thing, right?
She's really wonderful.
Yeah, and it'll help me in a lot of arguments that I've not done well in, I think.
Absolutely. Come to the meeting.
Come to the meeting,
more than
bring
welcome.
a pen, bring paper.
Oh, you would love it.
Yes. You're invited.
I think you would love it.
Time to take notes, all right.
Right, no, absolutely.
Well, okay, that's coming up on the 21st. It is a workshop, folks, so be ready to work. It's not just you listening there.
That's true.
And Ellie's going to do some workshop and hopefully help you improve your life and your emotional intelligence.
Yes.
Dinah Lynn and Barbara Torino from the Pub Club, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you again.
Thank you so much.
We'll be right back. You're watching This Day.